In this video, I want to talk about the euro against the US dollar. I'm potentially looking to actually enter this trade. It's been in a fairly decent downtrend, and it looks like recently there's been a move back up and then an equilibrium candlestick, and it looks like things potentially are popping back down. Now, the dollar has been in a uptrend for quite a while as well, and it's actually shown a bit of strength recently. I kind of took that to be bearish when I first saw it, but it actually is. It does look like the dollar has closed higher than it was previous day, potentially showing that we'll see a bounce back up in the US dollar. Although there was a fairly decent pullback recently. So I think that's something that is good for the trade in general, just a strong US dollar. Although there's not too clear a signal to say that it is actually going to be strong just from looking at the dollar index right now. System-wise, this is really a trend trade. The euro US dollar, I'll be hoping to ride the trend and also collect a bit of that positive carry. Correlation wise, I don't really have a lot of risk in the portfolio, so it would be nice to add some short euro long US dollar exposure. Technical wise, as I mentioned, we have that equilibrium candlestick and looking like things are potentially coming back down. Intermarket wise, well, it does seem that the market has been indicating a fair bit of risk on, which to me is not something is entirely clear as to how it will affect this trade. Just never really seen the euro against the US dollar as a risk on or risk off type of a trade. So what I would imagine is that if there was risk on, I think the euro would actually experience more weakness than the US dollar. Just that's the feeling I get, that the Europe is doing worse than the US, and well, if the US is gonna cut rates, then I think that's gonna be indication of weakness in the global economy, and if there's weakness in the global economy, I would expect the euro to actually get hurt more than the US dollar. Now, if the price moves down, I'll continue to add to the trend, and if the price moves up, I will leg out of the trade. And psychologically, I feel pretty confident in my process, so let's see how it goes. Thanks for listening.